What does he think of black people? Well, there you go. On individual relationships, pretty good, okay? But there are places where you look at it and kind of wince. You know, I kind of wish he hadn't told that joke. I kind of wish he hadn't stood up in front of all those people in 1858 and said, I don't want racial equality, you know? Now, still again, I believe that during his presidency, like a lot of other white Americans during the Civil War, he changed, you know? And there's evidence that towards the end of his presidency, he was beginning to fight white supremacy, because that third question, would he fight white supremacy? And the answer, sadly, is prior to 1860, usually not, all right? In other words, guys, he'll stand up in front of people and he'll say to white voters, look, you can get rid of slavery, but you don't have to give anything up. He doesn't get in their faces and say, you got to change your racist ways. He never does that. Instead, he just says, look, there's room for everybody. Now, guys, he's a politician. This is a perfectly reasonable strategy to go tell people whose vote you want that they don't have to give something up. But let's be honest here. Before the Civil War, he wouldn't get in people's face and say your white bigotry is a bad thing. But during the war, he begins to change. And then towards the end of the war, the last year of his life really, he begins to get up in some people's faces and starts to say, look, we can't do this anymore, okay? We've got to start changing the way we look at these things. And one wonders if he hadn't been shot, you know, where he would have gone with that. So, guys, do you see how messy it is? Pretty darn messy, isn't it?